Hi, my name is Heidi. I'm taking the February 2026 bar exam, and I'm putting together these videos with goals in mind so that I stay on track. I graduated law school more than a decade ago, so I'm hoping that these videos will serve as a way for me to review my daily accomplishments, plan for the following day, check on my mental state, and be able to share this with anyone who might be going through the same thing, collect any advice from anyone who might be in the same state as me, as well as make sure that I stay on track. So today is the first day of my official preparation for the exam. The exam is the last week of February, which is going to be February 24th and 25th. I am starting this week, which gives me 16 weeks prior to the exam. I did take the bar exam when I first graduated from law school, and I know that I am prone to distractions as well as catching colds. I'm recovering from a cold right now. So I'm trying to start with enough time to make sure I'm able to accomplish all of my goals, study properly, and of course, pass the bar exam. I am taking the bar exam in a UBE state, which is the Uniform Bar Exam. And so I will be completing a number of different tasks, and I have some goals here that I've set out. So my goals for the next 16 weeks are, of course, to do a deep dive and review all of the UBE subjects. I anticipate this taking a little bit longer than the average student just because I'm coming back to taking the bar exam so long after completing law school. Based off of all of the conventional wisdom from the major bar exam preparation companies, the wisdom is that you need to study a minimum of 400 hours to pass the bar exam. Whether or not that is applicable to everyone is, of course, for debate, but my goal is to study a minimum of 400 hours in order to get up to speed. I'm hoping that during this time, in addition to reviewing all of the UBE subjects, that I will be able to complete more than 1,000 MBE questions, taking them, reviewing them, and making sure that I understand them, completing 70 plus MEE essays, as well as completing 15 plus MPT essays. The reason I'm sticking to this is because I have taken the exam previously. I do know that these essays tend to be quite difficult for me, so I'm hoping to have as much practice as possible. Currently, my plan is to use materials outside of a traditional bar review course because I am a non-traditional student. I'm approaching this in a way where I'm thinking about how I like to study and how I learn best. And I know that based off of my experience with the bar prep company that I used originally, that the format is not the best way for me to study. Currently, I have the U World multiple choice MBE question bank, which I'm planning on utilizing regularly. I really like the way that the questions are formatted as well as the answers. I find that really easy for me to understand and digest. Additionally, I do have some other print resources here that I have acquired and accumulated over the last couple of months that I have been told through my poking around Reddit as well as looking at some different other forums that these are helpful. So I'm planning on going through those as well. Today, I didn't have any substantive studying, but I was looking at a lot of planning and kind of understanding how I want to approach the exam going forward. My hope is that for tomorrow, my plans for tomorrow are to utilize the materials, look through and kind of plan out what my study schedule will be over the next 4 to 8 weeks. I'm going to kind of delineate what it will look across the 16 weeks, but the more the detailed part will be for the next 8 weeks because I think that's the best way for me to study so I can pivot and adjust as I continue forward. I know there will be a question about whether or not I will take a conventional bar review course. Right now, my goal is to spend the next 4 weeks doing self-study in a format that I think fits with me the most, and then reevaluate whether or not I'd like to purchase the traditional bar review prep course that most students take prior to the bar exam. Typically, those bar review courses range anywhere from 8 to 12 weeks. So I think since I am starting 16 weeks in advance, I will have 4 weeks to evaluate, determine how much of a go-getter I can be during this time, and how efficient I am at learning and picking up the materials without that traditional kind of setting. In addition to the UWorld multiple choice bank, the print materials that I have, I also do have some video recordings of lectures that are related to the bar exam. So I'll be utilizing those. It is really the full gamut of what a traditional bar course would have. It's just from different sources that I feel suit my learning style the best. So I'll spend the next 4 weeks really evaluating myself during that time and determining if this is the right course of action for me. So those are so that's what I accomplished today, and that's my plans for tomorrow. In terms of overall mental state and like how I'm feeling about the bar exam, I'm feeling very optimistic. I did take a look at some of the materials, and it was fun to come back to and see what's been going on. I think I have some concerns about staying on track and staying on task and not getting frustrated or discouraged. So I'm trying to make sure that when I start putting this together and like the schedule that I'm using I'm using my time wisely so I'm not burning out and I'm not getting frustrated. So that will be one of the challenges that I have coming up. But otherwise, I'm in a pretty good mood. I'm pretty excited and I'm excited to get started. So that's everything I accomplished today. I will upload another video tomorrow telling you everything I've done. Anything that I utilize, I'll make sure that I share it too. So if anyone's in the same shoes as me, you can see what I'm doing. And if you're doing something different or interesting or have any tips or tricks, I'd love to hear them as well. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.